other thing I love about siblings is the games, the fun games that you can only play with your siblings. Like Hearthstone It, 52 card pickup, and my favorite, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? I was like 26 when I realized you can just open your hand. I'm entertaining and educating tonight. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't have kids yet, but I dote endlessly on my cats and my dogs. By round of applause, do I have some animal people here tonight? Yes. As Americans, apparently we spend billions of dollars on everything from organic dog food to fancy dog beds, right? Just spending all our money on that. I saw the most interesting advertisement today for a new product, though I'd never heard of. It was called Doggy Distaste. Maybe your dog needs this. The ad said that Doggy Distaste is designed to make feces taste awful. Some dogs eat their poo. Designed to make feces taste awful. I didn't think it got worse than, hey, this tastes like crap. Apparently it does. And there's some genius scientist inventing this stuff. You know, how does that work? You know, it's like, well, Jones, you've just graduated from MIT and we've got a plum assignment. We think you're gonna find a challenge. You're gonna make poo taste worse. How do they know if he's doing it right? What Sparky doesn't know is we've taken his regular feces and spiked it with Doggy Distaste. Let's take a look. But my favorite part of the ad was they felt the need to put in all capital letters, for dogs only. Yeah, that Marcia down in accounting think her stuff don't stink. It do now.
Now I'm living in LA, okay? Woo! I am so happy to be here too. Except for, I was at the grocery store and discovered y'all expensive, free-range, grass-fed, organic chicken. I was like, where is the low-cost, hormone-injected chicken we all grew up on? Hormone-injected chicken is delicious. I love hormone-injected chicken. So deliciously cheap. Yeah, one thing I love about LA though is everybody has a dog, you know? I have 2 dogs. And I noticed y'all got the curb your dog signs out here too, you know? And another thing I noticed is nobody is paying attention to the curb your dog rule. Oh, the sidewalks are filled with the dung on the sidewalks, okay? In New York, but I'm gonna tell you why that is too, is because LA is like a town full of grass. You know, when you got all this grass, you don't care about it. You know, in New York, we have the curb your dog sign in New York too. But you know, New York, they don't have any grass. So that's why they gotta be possessive over every patch, you know? And they harassed me in Brooklyn about that curb your dog sign. Ma'am, pull your dog from there. Me was planning on planting some trees this coming season. Then I get to the bush where they don't want my dog to take a dump. It's cigarette butts and dead bodies and crack pipes and heroin needles and potato chip bags and Snicker bar wrappers and, oh my God, sexually assaulted victims and missing kids. I'm like, maybe she meant it was no more room for my dog to take a dump.
Right? Like, I have no sympathy for these women because they need to deal with their anxiety like I do by drinking a bottle of wine. Right? Right? But I can't do that. I can't go to the movies, right? The usher would be like, yeah, ma'am, sorry, you can't have that open container in the theater. I'd be like, back up, this is my service wine. You do not want to see me without this. Things get great. Right, but like I can't do that. But now this woman has her dog in the restaurant. And has anyone seen a chihuahua or tried to get near it, the chihuahua is the most anxious dog in the world. You get within 100 feet of it, it just starts shaking uncontrollably. And now this woman is manhandling the poor chihuahua. I don't even like dogs, but I hate this woman more, so now the dog is my hero. And I'm like, I don't know whether to get the chihuahua a teacup chihuahua so it has its own service dog. I don't know, but now I'm stressed out. So you know what I did? I got my own service dog. Yeah, I brought my Rottweiler into that restaurant. Next time that lady came in, my service dog ate her service dog. I felt much better. What else has been going on? It's been a good year. I got engaged. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, my engagement was great. It was just like Disneyland. I was told a lot of fairy tales, spent way too much money, and I obviously wasn't the only ride in the park. It's okay though, because on the upside, I have a wedding dress in my closet. No, it's awesome, because now whenever I date a douchey guy that I want to get rid of, I just bring him back to my place, tell him I'm gonna slip into something more comfortable. Come right out in that dress. I'm like, where have you been all night? Why haven't you answered my 18 phone calls? I just want to love you.
You know, and I'm single, clearly. I know, surprising. There's something about being like a big girl that makes people want to pair you up with little men. You know, they have some theory that couples should balance out, so they'll find me like practically a woman, basically. And I'm like, look, I'm not gonna date him. If you want to assign me a buddy for the zombie apocalypse, I'll keep him in my backpack and feed him raisins. I'm down. Okay? If I'm not gonna date him, you know, definitely not gonna get romantic, not after the last time. I mean, we were in the middle and he just disappeared. You know, and that was it, like for 3 days, just helicopters back and forth. Now once a year his family comes with flowers and I'm supposed to just stand there. It's awkward. I have this little dog, you guys, and I love her so much, but she's real judgmental. like when I fart. You know, and not even like she thinks I'm gross, it's like she's disappointed in me. You know, like I'll fart and she'll sniff it and she's like, amateur! You have thumbs, what are you doing with your time? Is that apples and peanut butter you've been eating? No bacon at all today? You know, and I have to give it to her. She's like a champion farter. I mean, she's a dog, so she can eat a poop and then fart a poop fart. Like, that's Olympic quality gas. She's this big and she can fill a room. It's like a family of rednecks lives in her hiney and they're just out in the yard all day, like throwing mattresses on a fire. Just throw another tire on. It's gonna be great. Just dog farts. This is what happens. They're like, tell clean jokes. Dog farts, that's what you get. Lots of dog fart jokes. My mom thinks I'm a lesbian. So did those Mean Girls. Did you see that? That's all right. I'm not mad. I exhibit a lot of the traits of a lesbian. I own a ladder. That's pretty gay. What does hurt my feelings is if I tell someone I don't like girls and I can tell they don't believe me. They make the same face I make when I offer a fat guy dessert and he's like, I don't care for sweets. You sure look like you do.
I have a cat, obviously. I'm crazy. It's not on my Match.com, don't worry. I usually spring that on the second date. I'm like, I got a cat! Ha! Guys, it's you typically that don't like cats, and I don't understand why, okay? Because you're exactly like a cat. Now, I know we've been conditioned to think that men are like dogs and women are like cats. This couldn't be further from the truth. Guys, you're like cats. You're aloof and emotionally unavailable. Women are exactly like dogs. We're exactly like dogs. We're like, hey, we're gone. Can I go? I'm gonna wait right here. Shoes. See, guys, you're like cats. You're like, oh, you're home. Okay. So this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna feed me. Then I'm gonna stare out the window at nothing. Then I'm gonna pass out in the bathroom. Deal? So girls were like dogs. We're very territorial. Another girl comes sniffing by our guy. We're like, where do you think you're going? We just pee everywhere. Guys are like cats. You're also territorial, but by no means loyal. You're like, oh, look, another person. Let's see what they have to offer. Now, which one of you wants to feed me? Why don't you guys fight that out while I take a nap? How about that? See, girls, we're like dogs. You leave us home alone all day in your place unattended, we will redecorate everything. All your stuff you had in your bedroom, I just brought that out into the living room. Stuffing in your couch, pull that right out. Girls, that's what we are, guys. You're like cats. We leave you home alone all day unattended. You will eat, sleep, and possibly crap in a plant. That's what you'll do. Girls are like dogs. We need to be groomed. Shampoo, condition, blow dry, fluffy. Guys are like cats. You're like, what? I'm dirty? I'm dirty? Let's go. So I do this internet show. It's a political show, which is great. I love it. Except you get a lot of crazy comments, especially right now, because political race is so amazing. You get so many amazing comments by doing the show. Like the other day, I got a comment that said, Jodi Miller should have been at the end of a rusty wire hanger 30 years ago. I know, he thinks I'm 30. That's awesome. Hope he's in casting, because that would be awesome. Pretty sure my cat ejaculates on my back in the middle of the night. It's not even a joke, it's just a genuine concern I'm having. He does that kneading thing, where he kneads for 20 minutes, and then he shakes violently, and then passes out. Now, I've been with a few men, okay? And that's what they do, right? They make you feel good for like 20 minutes, then they shake violently, then they pass out. I put my hand back there, just to see what was going on, and he bit me. Like, yo, bitch, I'm not done. I'm like, oh, all right, well. My bad. I don't. So, I'm single. Shocker. It was funny because when I was single in my 20s, I was labeled. My friends were like, oh my God, Jodi, you are super smart. You're smart. Play in the field. Not settling down. Good for you, yeah, smart girl, smarty, smart pants. Smart. Now that I'm single in my 30s, I'm labeled strong. Jodi, you are super strong. You're hanging in there. White knuckling it. Good for you. Solid like a rock. What's gonna happen if I'm single in my 40s? Then I'll just be spiritual. That's Jodi, she's super centered. Yeah, knows how to breathe, comfortable in her own skin. Single in my 50s and I'm sassy. And there's sassy Jodi, sassy. Single in my 60s and I'm cynical. There's that cynical bitch, Jodi. Single in my 70s, well then I'm a lesbian. Because why not, right? I love being single, actually. It's funny because all my friends want to fix me up with people, and you can tell a lot about what your friend thinks about you by the people they set you up with. I'll tell you that. There's one date I went, they were like, oh my God, Jodi, this guy is perfect. You're gonna love him. We went out to a really nice restaurant. We were having a nice time. He turns to me, he's like, do you mind if I smoke? I was like, no, he's a social smoker, it's good. This guy whips out a joint. But he was really proud because he rolled it with tobacco, so you couldn't smell it, and he's so proud of it. I thought, really? Wow, because I'd be more turned on if you whipped out a line of Coke. Because Coke says, I have money and I know how to party. Pot says, I like to eat and play video games. And that's what we did all night long, so that's funny. And then another guy my friends hooked me up with, they're like, okay, well, he's a little bit older, do you have a problem dating a guy in his 50s? And I was like, no, I get there, this guy is 59, 11 months, and 2 weeks. Okay, that's 60. Okay, don't be misleading. And that's not the worst part. The worst part is he was shaped like a pear. I don't know if you know this look. Okay, it's really small and just enormous on the bottom. Okay, now that's not a good look for anyone. It's just like, you know what, make up your mind, you know, either be really fat or really thin. Because I know what to do with that, you know? If you hook up with a guy who's like really fat, you're all like, yeah, baby, oh, you're all stocky, climb on top. When you hook up with like a really thin guy, you're like, yeah, svelte, nice, hard, raw, yeah. But when you hook up with a pair, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, oh my God! My friend's like, no, Jodi, he's really rich. I'm like, well, I know where he hides his money. A big shock there. It's funny because a lot of female comedians like to get up here, you know, and they bitch about being single. You don't need to hear me up here complaining about being single. You can see a girl on a stage complaining about being single. She's called a singer-songwriter. You guys know what I'm talking about. This girl, she's, you know, tucked away in a cute little club, and she's gorgeous, but she's tortured. You know, and she wants to share her pain with you through song, you know, and all of her songs sound exactly the same. She's like, yeah, I wrote this next song when I was going through a tough time. And it's called Going Through a Tough Time. Can I get a little more sound on the monitor? Thanks. And I cry when you lie, and I die deep inside, and you fly in the sky. Wear that tie, I like rye. Got a sty in my eye, been denied. Say bye-bye, don't eat fries on your thighs. And I cry, 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 going through a tough time. Hate those girls, hate them. I think it's tough to date though, especially in Los Angeles, because people are always trying to impress everyone. You know, I was at a stoplight the other day, and look at the guy next to me, and he was a good-looking guy. But then I looked at his car. This guy had 9 bullet hole decals on his car. Okay, bullet hole stickers, and they're all over his ride. Because things are really tough in West Hollywood. And I thought, really? That's the look you're going for? You're going to pick me up for dinner? I'm going to be like, so where are we going? Hold on a second. Are those bullet holes on your Hyundai Santa Fe? You know what? I don't feel like dinner. Let's just have sex. In the Santa Fe. It's the same tool that's also got that baseball that's just stuck in the back window. No, you're so crazy! You and your whole family in the back of your window and a baseball. Oh. So you just want to mess with that guy? You just want to pull up and be like, oh my God, do you know you got a baseball in your window? Have you guys seen the latest thing? The latest thing is on the tow hitch on trucks. Yeah, because you're so attractive to look at. Seriously, let me tell you something. It doesn't look good when it's coming at me like that. I don't want to see it like that. You guys are awesome. My name is Jodi Miller.
Guys, I was thinking about maybe getting a dog. But here's the problem with dogs. They're like too expensive now. There's like diamond encrusted collars, Louis Vuitton bags to carry them around in, doggy day spas. I can't afford human grooming, okay? Let alone a full body shiatsu massage for Rover, who's probably gonna lick down there the whole entire time. What's next? A little Brazilian bikini wax for Fifi? Shoot, boo, I know I got spayed, but I got to look right, you know what I'm saying? I got to get my sniff on. Shoot. Mm-hmm. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, man. But we're raising our dogs to be like these little diva bitches, all right? Seriously, like back in the day, you remember Lassie, right? In the 50s, like Lassie would come barking to Timmy. "Row, row, 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 row. What's wrong, Tim? What's wrong, Lassie? Timmy's stuck in the well. Quick, let's go save him." But now, if Lassie would be recreated, number one, it would not be a collie. It'd be like a Shih Tzu or like something smaller than my pinky. And it would start barking off the most ridiculous demands. "Row, row, 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 row. What is it, girl? Row, 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 row. Timmy's stuck in the what? No, wait, what was that? Row, row, row. Someone's in trouble. Row, row. If they don't get you Evian in the next 5 minutes. Row, 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 row. Someone needs help. Row, row, row. Picking out the dog food. It's not organic. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Dog food has become the most complicated thing of life. Okay, like before it was like Alpo, pedigree, that's it, right? Now it's like organic ingredients, all natural. New Purina chicken and rice mix, now 15% better tasting. There's a percentage on that, really? Okay, so there's either two ways we could have come up with that percentage. A, you had a dog focus group moderated by Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer. Or B, you had a human being taste 2 samples of dog food and give that a number. Yeah, this one's 15% better tasting than this one.
Yeah, I just had a falling out with a good friend, one of my single girlfriends that has nothing but a house full of cats. I went over her house and her cat scratched my foot. And my foot started bleeding, and she's gonna give me an alcohol swab talking about wipe your foot off, girl, because my cat has feline AIDS. For about 60 seconds, time stood still. I was like, did this bitch just say AIDS? Because when you hear the word AIDS, you don't remember nothing that was said before it, nothing that was said after it. And I'm looking at the cat, this cat licking his paw, looking up at me like, now we both got it, bitch. And it's obvious that this cat wasn't an IV drug user. The cat wasn't a hemophiliac. This cat was a hoe. And now how am I gonna explain to my friends that that's how I got it?